time, Rob.
Where's the song? I didn't need the song. Yeah. Freeze. You have to restart it.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm clicking it. Hold on. Okay. It might be frozen.
Might be frozen. Yeah, I got the Command Q. Yeah, it does that sometimes after a bunch of editing. Yep. So yeah. Okay. And then it's just
Ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, welcome to Vintage Shrine Stadium for season number 22 of Barrie Baycats baseball. This afternoon's Inter-County Baseball League game features the visiting Guelph Royals and your Barrie Baycats. Here are the starting lineups. First for the visiting Royals, managed by Dino Ramel. Batting first and playing second base, number 5, Brando LaRue. Batting second at shortstop, number 2, Connor Morrow. Batting third, playing first base, number 15, Josh Garton. Batting fourth in left field, number 35, Malik Collymore. Batting fifth in center field, number 9, J.D. Williams. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 28, Ethan Hammond. Batting seventh, the catcher, number 22, Noah Roberts. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, number 4, Darius Barlat. Batting ninth, the third baseman, number 3, Corey Morrow. And pitching this afternoon for the Guelph Royals, number 27, Hector Yan. And now, the starting lineup for your Barrie Baycats, managed by Josh Matlow. Batting first, the center fielder, number 9, Kenny Ejo. Batting second in right field, number 4, Starlin Rodriguez. Batting third, the left fielder, number 95, Noel McGarry Doyle. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, number 27, Ryan Rio. Batting fifth at first base, number 29, Malik Williams. Batting sixth, the second baseman, number 26, Adam Odd. Batting seventh at third base, number 55, Hayden Jaco. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 44, Tyler Pumpkin. And batting ninth, the shortstop, number 3, Carson Burns. Pitching this afternoon for your Baycats, number 46, Evan Soul. Here are the umpires for this afternoon's contest. Calling the balls and strikes, we have Mike Kinnear. Handling first base, Ryan Jackson. And at third base, Jeff Rose. Fans, can you please rise if you are able to and kindly remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. Thank you.
Baycats TV presents Inter-County Baseball this afternoon from the township of Springwater at Vintage Throne Stadium. It's the Guelph Royals and the Barrie Baycats. Hello again, everyone, and welcome. With Julius, Hern, I'm Ben Davy. 5th of 6 regular season matchups for these clubs. Baycats are 3-1. That one came here on Thursday night in Barrie. A highly charged 6-4 emotional Royals win over the Baycats. The 6 runs came in the first 3 innings against starter Juan Benitez. Bullpen was perfect and shutout ball in relief, but the Baycat offense, Julius, just not strong enough to keep pace with Guelph on Thursday.
Well, the Baycats offense really struggled on Thursday night, but they regained their form Friday and Saturday, so they have a ton of momentum coming into this matchup against the Royals. A huge 14-1 win on Friday and a 9-4 win last night against London.
Our lineup today for Dino Ramel's Guelph Royals looks like this. Brando LaRue is the second baseman and leadoff man today. Connor Morrow at shortstop bats second. Josh Garton, first baseman, bats third. Malik Collymore in left field batting cleanup. J.D. Williams in center field bats fifth. Ethan Hammond, the right fielder, bats sixth. Noah Roberts catching and batting seventh. Darius Barlis, the designated hitter, bats eighth. And the number 9 hitter is Corey Morrow. He's the third baseman today for the Guelph Royals.
And on the mound tonight for the Barrie Baycats is Evan Souls, making his 5th start of the season. He sports a 7.32 ERA this year and a 2-2 record through his 14 appearances. 43 innings pitched on the year, 42 strikeouts to 19 walks, and only 45 hits allowed.
Third year already in the IBL for young Evan Souls, 20 years old from Stainer, and he's been a key arm for Josh Matlow this season, both as a spot starter and a relief arm out of the bullpen. Gets the start today, this being the 4th game in 4 days for the Baycats, which started off on Thursday night against these Guelph Royals.
This will also be Evan Souls' first appearance of the season against the Guelph Royals.
Mike Kinger, our home plate umpire today. Ryan Jackson at first, Jeff Rose behind the bag at third. As Evan Souls looks in, rocks into the windup, and the first offering of today's game is outside for a ball. We're underway at 3:08 on another beautiful afternoon here at Vintage Throne Stadium. A very comfortable 21 degrees. Game time temperature, feeling like 23 with the Humidex. Variable wind at the moment, blowing slightly in and from right to left. 1-1 on the way from Souls, and it's fouled off, 1-2. Royals got 6 runs off the Baycats in the first 3 innings here on Thursday, as we mentioned. That off starter Juan Benitez. That one's fouled off to the right side, and Benitez did very well after getting through the 3rd inning. He faced the minimum through innings 4 through 6. Couple of double plays to help himself out, and then the bullpen was perfect behind him. Chris Cox, Brandon Hillier, Brad Grieveson all coming in and combining to throw 3 innings of shutout ball in relief, but Baycats just couldn't get enough offense to get back in the game and tie the score. 2-2, lifted high in the infield, playable for the second baseman. Adam Odd over near the foul line makes the catch. 1 out in the inning as we look at the defense behind Evan Souls.
For the Baycats in the field today, Noel McGarry-Doyle in left field, Canis Ejo in center field, Sargon Rodriguez gets the start in right. On the infield, Hayden Jaco at third, Carson Burns at short, Adam Odd making that catch at second base, and Malik Williams at first, with Tyler Plumpton catching Evan Souls.
Today's game, a makeup from the July 6th rainout and a smaller crowd than usual. This isn't typically what you would see on a weekend. Beautiful afternoon like this at Vintage Throne Stadium. So this game not on the printed schedule, but anybody who had tickets for that game, many of them I'm sure would be using those tickets for this one here today. Pitch from Souls, high and outside, 1-1. Sometimes attendance tends to be a little bit lower on those makeup games from the regular season matchups, and that seems to be the case here today. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Here's the pitch to Connor Morrow. Misses outside, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
A little bit of wind today coming in from right field towards the left side of the field, so that's something to watch out for today.
Called strike 3. Evan Souls gets his first K of the afternoon. This is first baseman Josh
First
Garten.
baseman number 15, Josh Garten.
Garten, 35-year-old, hometown native of Guelph. Scored a pair of runs yesterday versus Hamilton.
No worries.
First offering from Souls on the way. It's a breaking pitch, and it's a called strike.
Garten, a former prospect of the Cincinnati Reds, got as high as A-ball in 2011.
Royals coming off a 6-1 win at home against Hamilton yesterday. 0-2 from Evan Souls, swing and a miss. Royals go 3 up, 3 down in the top of the first inning. No score here at Vintage Throne Stadium. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie.
First, no runs, no hits, no errors with nobody left.
Premier North Windows and Doors is a proud supporter of the Barrie Baycats, locally owned and operated, and specializing in window replacement and door installation. Simcoe County's #1 choice for windows and doors. Classic Car Wash, customizing your car wash experience using high-quality products. Their team of experts will make sure your car is shining like new when you drive away. Give your car the VIP treatment it deserves at Classic Car Wash in Barrie. The Collingwood Brewery at 10 Sanford Fleming, producing delicious lagers, ales, and seltzers since 2014. The proud home of the Baycats Brew. Check out their retail shop and tap room, and select products at the LCBO, beer store, and grocery stores. Cheers, and go Baycats!
Hi, I'm Debbie Wilkes, owner of Insightful Living and licensed provider of Brain Echo Technology, which aims to calm and balance the brain. If any of these troublesome things are troubling you, then I'm talking to the appropriate person now.
Bottom of the first inning here at Vintage Throne Stadium, and it's brought to you by JC Unlimited Contracting. Design, supply, build, renovate, servicing Simcoe region for over a decade.
Baycats wearing the home whites with blue lettering today. Canisicio strides to the plate. He's the center fielder and leadoff man today. Starlin Rodriguez back from his injury in right field batting second. Noel McGarry-Doyle in left batting third. Ryan Rio, the DH and cleanup man. Malik Williams, who's been hot lately, hitting fifth. At first base, Adam Ott at second. Hayden Jaco gets to start at third. Tyler Plumpton behind the plate. Carson Burns at shortstop.
On the mound today for the Royals is Hector Yan, making his sixth appearance of the year. He sports a 0-3 record, a 4.15 ERA. 26 innings pitched on the year, 36 strikeouts to just 17 walks.
24-year-old from La Romana, Dominican Republic. And here's the 1-2 pitch on the way from Hector Yan. His time has been called. Now the go-ahead from the home plate umpire, Dave Kinger. Pitch on the way. And that misses away. The count is 2-2. Royal starter Brandon Deans was solid in his first start of the season here on Thursday. They appeal at first, and he does not go, says Ryan Jackson. Count 3-2. Third game this weekend here at Vintage Throne Stadium for Ryan Jackson. He was at home plate Thursday night. Worked first yesterday and now back at first base again today. Canisicio draws a walk and the Baycats get the leadoff man aboard.
Give the defense for the Guelph Royals today. Malik Hollymore gets a start in left field. J.D. Williams in center. Ethan Hammond in right. On the infield, Corey Morrow and Connor Morrow fill out the left side. Brandon LaRue at second base. Josh Garten at first. And Noah Roberts is catching Hector Yan.
Joe leading the Baycats in steals. Gets good lead off Yan. Does not go. First pitch high and outside. Pitch from Yan, and that catches the corner for a strike, 1-1. Ejo 15 for 17 in stolen base attempts to lead the Baycats. And Rodriguez ahead here, 2 balls and a strike. Rodriguez in his second stint with the Baycats, rejoining the team. He was a part of the championship dynasty team before the pandemic. He lifts this one to shallow left field. Shortstop backpedaling. He's called off by Malik Collymore, who makes the catch, 1 away.
A little bit of some swirling winds out there in left field, so a bit more of a difficult catch there for Connor Morrow. So much easier for the left fielder Collymore to charge in on that ball and make the catch.
Yeah, very much a variable wind today. It right now is blowing in from right field, but it was blowing the opposite direction earlier. So these players might want to pay a little more attention to those flags on the outfield scoreboard today, just to be aware of what they're going to be dealing with, particularly in the outfield and on pop-ups. That one buzzes McGarry Doyle inside, 1-0. McGarry Doyle hit a home run yesterday, and Baycats win here at home against the London Majors. Ejo the lead. Yan the pitch. It's a called strike.
Looks like Ejo's taking a much more conservative lead than he usually would with the left-hander Yan on the mound.
Yan with the kick and the delivery. Foul back to the screen. And the count is 1-2. Thursday night, Brandon Deans improved his record to 2-0. He went 5 1/3, 3 earned runs over those innings. So a quality start for him. And, Ramel will hope for similar success from his Dominican left-hander here today. Hector Yan. Runner goes. Pitch is outside. Here's the throw. The slide in safely is Ejo with his 16th stolen base of the year.
It was a great jump by Ejo. Extremely difficult to get a good jump like that off of a left-handed pitcher, but he was able to do it, and he's proving to be one of the highest on-base threats in the IBL this year.
Two balls, 2 strikes. McGarry Doyle wiggling the bat as he waits. The pitch, swing and a miss. First strikeout of the game for Yan, and there's 2 away.
Designated hitter number 27, Ryan Rio.
Ryan Rio with a team-leading 8 home runs and 37 RBIs. Trying to knock in the game's first run for the Baycats here with 2 away and a runner in scoring position.
Comes into this game with a 5-game hit streak, looking to continue that today.
And checks the runner. First pitch, and it's low. Ball 1.
He had 3 hits in the win yesterday, including an RBI double.
Looking back to that Thursday game again, Deans and reliever Kyle Thomas combined to strike out 14 Baycats in that Guelph win here on Thursday night. So the Baycats are going to need to do a much better job making contact today and putting the ball in play. Rio grounds this one to second, and it's an easy play for Brando LaRue. Baycats strand the walk to Ejo at second base. We're through an inning, still no score at Vintage Throne Stadium. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie.
The Baycats
Danielle May Real Estate, supporting the Barrie Baycats and ready to help with all of your real estate questions. What is your home worth? Should you sell now or wait? Danielle is dedicated to your success. The next time you think real estate, think Danielle May. VMF Sportswear, the official jersey provider of the Barrie Baycats. High-quality, pro-custom uniforms using only the best quality fabrics. Custom apparel, excellent customer service, and community support. VMF Sportswear, Canada's trusted sportswear brand. BarrieToday.com. Local news, weather, Baycat scores, and more. BarrieToday.com. Your community, your news.
No score between the Royals and the Baycats with Julius Hern. I'm Ben Davy. Fourth game in 4 days for Barrie, and they're looking to make it a 3-1 record. As the busy weekend started off with a loss to the Royals here at Vintage Throne Stadium. They're looking to get one back here on this Sunday afternoon. Malik Collymore, J.D. Williams, Ethan Hammett are all due up here for the Royals. Souls' first pitch is a called strike. Royals went 3 up, 3 down at the top of the first inning. Here's the pitch from Souls. 0-2.
So that speed gun is set up there, you can see it on the screen.
Here's the pitch. Just missed outside. Souls 20 years old, but you wouldn't know it from watching him. He looks like he's been in this league quite a while. Third season in Barrie. This one off the glove of the third baseman, Hayden Jaco, and it goes into left field.
That was a rocket to third base, and I think it handcuffed Jaco a little bit, but
Center fielder number
it's going to go
9,
down as an error for the third baseman.
Williams.
And they've given Hayden Jaco an error on that ground ball. So a first base runner for the Royals. And J.D. Williams comes to bat. Here's the pitch. Williams fouls it over the screen. Souls checks the runner. Collymore aboard with nobody out here in the second inning. Pitch on the way. And it's a strike. Count 0-2. This one hit to right field. And a diving attempt by Starlin Rodriguez. Can't come up with it. It's a base hit for J.D. Williams.
Rodriguez did everything he could there. He was charging as fast as he could on that ball and made a diving attempt. It looks like he almost got that ball, but kind of picked it on a short hop and managed to keep the ball in front of him, which is the best thing he could do.
The right fielder number 28, Ethan Hammett.
So Evan Souls with his first jam here in this top of the second inning with still nobody out, 2 on. Runners on the bases, Collymore and Williams. Hammond, 23 years old, from Oakville. Here's the pitch, shows bunt, lays it down the third base line. Barehanded by Jaco, makes the throw in time. Well, that's exactly what the Royals wanted to do, and Really, for Barrie, that was the best that they could get.
Catcher
Well
number
played by
22,
Jaco.
Noah Roberts.
I think Jaco played that ball a little bit too early. It looked like he was going to roll foul, just the way, the direction it was going. But he got the out anyway.
Always risky when you try to barehand a ball, especially one right down the line like that.
Yeah, I'm just surprised he ended up playing the ball.
2 in scoring position now for the Royals as they try to get on the board. This is Noah Roberts. And a first pitch strike.
Evan Souls' last appearance came on the 21st, the game at London. He got the win in a 7-inning performance, but he gave up 7 earned runs in a 14-10 Barrie win. He had 6 walks in that game.
And this one hit hard to left field. And running over for it is Noel McGarry-Doyle. Makes the catch. Here's the throws. The runner tags. And the Royals are on the board. 1-0 Guelph as Malik Collymore scores on the sac fly.
A little bit of small ball here for the Royals. They get the bunt to move the runner up. Both runners into scoring position, and then a sac fly. Scoring the runner, so trading a couple outs for a run here in the second inning.
Darius Barless got into 9 games with the Barrie Baycats in 2021. Broke into the IBL with the Royals in 2018 season. 5th year in the IBL for the Orangeville native. 0-1 on the way from Souls with the runner going. Swing and a miss. No throw down. J.D. Williams takes third uncontested. A little surprised Tyler Plumpton didn't at least attempt to throw down there.
Yeah, it looked like he didn't want it, like just the way he was getting up after receiving the ball, he didn't want any part of throwing the ball down.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away.
Maybe it's one of those situations where he's just letting Evan Souls know that just focus on the batter. You know, that as long as you can get this guy out, that runner on third doesn't matter.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball misses inside. Didn't quite catch the corner. 1-2. One, two from Souls. Lifted foul left side. Number 9 hitter Corey Morrow on deck, hopeful for an at-bat. Harless hitting .258. Waggles the bat. Pitch on the way from Souls. High, and the count 2-2.
Barless is taking some close pitches in this at-bat, especially that one that was inside on that 0-2 count.
31st pitch from Souls, misses. Count 3-2. 23 strikes, 8 balls for the Barrie right-hander. 1-0 Guelph, we're in the second. Payoff pitch. Ball full. No, it's a strike. Darius Barless thought he had a walk. So did I. Home plate umpire says nope, that's a third strike, and Souls and the Baycats are off the field. Through an inning and a half, 1-0 Royals. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie. Danielle May Real Estate, supporting the Barrie Baycats and ready to help with all of your real estate questions. What is your home worth? Should you sell now or wait? Danielle is dedicated to your success. The next time you think real estate, think Danielle May. VMF Sportswear, the official jersey provider of the Barrie Baycats. High-quality, pro-custom uniforms using only the best quality fabrics, custom apparel, excellent customer service, and community support. VMF Sportswear, Canada's trusted sportswear brand.
BarrieToday.com. Local news, weather, Baycat scores, and more. BarrieToday.com. Your community, your news.
Bottom of the second at Vintage Throne Stadium, and it's brought to you by Winging It Restaurants, the great taste of adventure.
The hot-hitting Malik Williams about to come to the plate here for the Baycats to lead off the bottom of the second inning.
29, Malik Williams.
Williams hit a big home run here yesterday afternoon against the London Majors. Fifth game of the season since rejoining the Baycats, has averaged .588. Hottest hitter in their lineup over the last week.
He's had multiple hits in every game he's been playing in since rejoining the Baycats.
Was batting in the number 5 spot yesterday as well, behind Ryan Rio. Called strike, 2-1.
On Thursday against Guelph, he was 3 for 5 with a double, 2 RBI. He's also had RBIs in each game he's played since rejoining the Baycats.
Yeah, with the delivery. And it's low. Count is full. Payoff pitch on the ground, foul, left side. "23 pitches for Yan so far, 11 strikes. Fouls it off. Great at bat for Williams, staying alive. 14 games for Malik last year in Barrie, hit .357. Can only imagine what he would be able to do a full season here in the IBL.
He's already hit half the total of home runs he had last year. He had 4 home runs in 2022. Already had 2 in 4 games with the Baycats this season.
Yeah, Josh Matlow mentioned an awful lot last year, more than a couple of occasions, how much he would have loved to have had Malik Williams here in Barrie more. A high pop-up, it's going to be out of play. As the fans turn their heads and watch that one go over the roof. Count holds at 3-2.
Williams, a product of Lipscomb and NCAA Division I. Had a stint in the Frontier League before rejoining the Baycats this season.
Stays alive with a foul at home plate. He's fouled off 4 here. Count full 3-2, keeping this at bat going.
He's battled well and up in the pitch count of Hector Yan.
And everybody out of the dugout now to talk to Yan, the catcher, along with manager Dino Rommel. And that ball might have caught the bare hand of the Royals catcher Noah Roberts. Looks like he's going to get a little bit of attention here from the team trainer. And stepping off the mound, Garton in from first as well. It looks like that Roberts is going to be okay. A little more cloud cover above us since the game started. Yan with the delivery. Outside ball 4. Great at bat for Malik Williams.
He really battled throughout that whole at bat, fouling off a lot of close pitches, protecting the plate, and he earned himself that walk.
Second baseman number 26, Adam Odd.
Adam Odd has the average up to 400 after another strong game yesterday. 21st game for the Baycats. He's played a variety of positions, second base most recently for Barrie. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul tip. Strike 1.
Odd's had multiple hits in each of his last 3 games, including 2 on Thursday against the Guelph Royals.
Odd lifts it to dead center. J.D. Williams is called off by the shortstop, Connor Morrow, backpedaling onto the outfield grass. 1 out here in the second inning.
Third baseman number 55, Hayden Jacob.
Hayden Jaco getting the start at third base today. Another one of these versatile guys for Josh Matlow, who's played a little bit of everywhere. He's played behind the plate. He's played first base. And at the hot corner here this afternoon. First season with the Baycats after breaking into the IBL with the London Majors in 2021.
Went 2 for 5 on Friday in that big 14-1 win over Brantford.
And drawing a throw is Williams. And checking on the runner. Williams probably not a threat to steal in this situation, but Yan has him in mind anyways.
Yeah, Williams quick for his size, but tougher with the lefty on the mound.
Pitch. Called strike. 1-1. Well, if you're looking for an example of an athlete who takes outstanding care of his body, talk to Hayden Jaco. Everything from his diet right down to his conditioning. He does professional CrossFit. It's a big part of his life away from baseball. Called strike. 1-2.
Played his college ball at Indiana State.
1-2 pitch. Change up high, and it's 2-2. Runner leads, 1 out in the inning. Here's the pitch on the way from Yan. Swing and a miss. Down goes Jaco, 2 down.
That was a really nice pitch from Yan, sweeping. It looked like a slider, it might have been a curveball, but swept right through the zone. Fooled Jaco. Jaco was a little bit out ahead of that.
Tyler Plumpton, the catcher today, will come to the plate for the first time. Fastball, and he swings and misses, strike 1.
Plumpton's last game was Friday in that big win against Brantford as well. He was 2 for 4 with a walk and an RBI. Only his 9th game of the year.
Swings and misses. Actually just got a piece, fouled it off. Strike 2. Plumpton late on the first 2 fastballs. Let's see if Yan comes right back with it again. Pitch, off speed, and Plumpton swings and misses. Down go the Baycats after the walk to Malik Williams, and we are through 2 innings with the Royals on top by a score of 1-0 here at Vintage Throne Stadium.
For the Baycats in the second inning, no run.
We be disturbing the peace. Working, we serving the streets. About to go ain't going beast. Bang, bang, leave you sleep.
Carrington comes in, and the
Hard body, and
and the score is James Anderson, and the Baycats win.
Join us this summer at the Baycats Summer Baseball Camp. See you this summer!
At Domino's, mix and match any 2 or more pizzas and sides for just $8.99 each. Like when pizza night's more like pizza and lava cakes night, or pasta and stuffed cheesy bread night, or we're gonna need a bigger table night. Mix and match Canada's favorite pizza and more at Domino's.
Classic Car Wash, customizing your car wash experience using high-quality products. Their team of experts will make sure your car is shining like new when you drive away. Give your car the VIP treatment it deserves at Classic Car Wash in Barrie.
Quality above all else.
We go to the 3rd inning here at Vintage Throne Stadium. The Royals on top by a score of 1-0. And Davy, Julius, Hern, and our Baycats TV crew. Glad to have you along on this Sunday afternoon. Thanks for joining us. Second game in 2 days here in Barrie. This is a makeup game from the July 6th rainout between the Royals and the Baycats. This is number 9 hitter Corey Morrow. Fun fact, the number 9 hitter for both teams today wears number 3. Carson Burns for Barrie and Corey Morrow for the Royals. Burns often plays third base as well. He's shortstop today. Tristan Pompey not in the lineup today. I know Baycat fans will be wondering about that. We have not mentioned his name yet because, as far as we know, he's not here. His name was not on the roster sheet handed to us prior to the game today. So Pompey perhaps with other commitments, but really stirred things up here on Thursday night when he was ejected following a walk in the late innings of Thursday night's game. Got into some verbal altercations with the Baycats dugout and was thrown out by home plate umpire Ryan Jackson. Corey Morrow rung up on strikes. Back-to-back strikeouts now for Evan Souls.
Second baseman number 5.
A bit of a weird situation on Thursday night with Tristan Pompey. After that walk, he was a little bit of chirping between the dugout and him after that walk. He was not happy with the strike zone all night. It just seemed like the tension between him and the home plate umpire was building throughout the game, and it just snapped in that moment.
You'd have to think that he must have some other commitments today that would prevent him from being at this game, because he was not happy with the Baycats at all. And you know how professional ball players are. They love to make a statement at the plate, and he'd love to come back here and have a big game, I'm sure. This one fouled sharply, left side.
Yeah, we're interested. It's just too complete. Yeah, but the way I talked to Josh about it, he just wants them right off quickly and just read it.
Pompey with a very demonstrative exit after being tossed from that game. And I talked to third base coach Andrew White, and I said, what's going to happen when Pompey comes to the plate on Sunday afternoon? And he said nothing. He said, we're going to try to strike him out, just like we ordinarily would. It was the perfect answer.
You know, and he's one of the stronger bats for the Royals on their roster, and I'm sure even without him today, they're going to be missing that bat in the lineup.
Tristan Pompey, the younger brother of Dalton, who played in Guelph before him. This one lifted to left center field. Sprinting in Canisijo to his right. Makes the running catch. 2 out here in the third.
Shortstop number 2.
Ijo had a long way to go to charge in on that ball, but he was making it look easy.
While we're talking about the Pompeys, you mentioned an article. I saw it as well. Dalton Pompey, now a Hamilton police officer, and he'd been working hard to get those credentials in emergency services. And be careful if you're driving around Hamilton. Dalton Pompey might pull you over. Popped up to the third baseman. Easy catch for the out, and that gets Evan Souls and the Baycats off the field. 3 up, 3 down go the Royals. We go to the bottom of the third. Still 1-0 Guelph. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV.
Join us this summer at the Baycats Summer Baseball Camp. See you this summer!
Danielle May Real Estate, supporting the Barrie Baycats and ready to help with all of your real estate questions. What is your home worth? Should you sell now or wait? Danielle is dedicated to your success. The next time you think real estate, think Danielle May.
Bottom of the third inning at Vintage Throne Stadium. It's a 1-0 lead for the Guelph Royals. This third inning is brought to you by Fate Trim. Aluminum and siding, quality above all else.
Fifth-year Baycat Carson Burns, the number 9 hitter today, will come to the plate for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get his first look at Royal pitcher Hector Yan, who is facing the Barrie Baycats for the first time in his IBL career. First offering is a called strike. Baycats weekend started with a loss to these Guelph Royals here at home on Thursday night. Looking to get one back here this afternoon. Baycats won in Brantford on Friday, and then the defending IBL champion London Majors here at home yesterday. Right back up the middle. Picked up by the shortstop. Morrow has a play. Pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Connor Morrow had a long way to go to his left to get that ball. Looked like it was hit harder than may have appeared. It might have slowed up when it hit off the back of the mound, but a wide throw from Morrow pulls Garten off the mound as a leadoff base runner for the Baycats.
And it's the Baycats' first hit off Hector Yan this afternoon, their third base runner. Barrie has had the leadoff man aboard in all 3 innings, and thus far unable to score on Dominican left-hander Hector Yan. Ijo with a bunt down the line, and it's foul. Garten there to glove it and apply the tag, but the ball had rolled over to the foul side of the line. 0-1.
A smart play from Garten there. If you decide to let that ball go, it might have still gone foul, but a tougher play with the speedy Ijo on his way to first.
Noticing a lot more bunting than usual. Not only from the Baycats, but it seems like from all IBL teams.
Well, on Thursday, when Kyle Mays came into the game as a pinch hitter, he led off an inning with a nice bunt base hit. Perfectly placed right down the third baseline, too.
No balls, 1 strike, nobody out. Pitch on the way to the left side and through into left field. Past Corey Morrow. Back-to-back singles for the Baycats here in the 3rd.
Perfectly placed ground ball there from Ejo right through the Morrow brothers on the left side. Ideal situation here for the Baycats with Rodriguez coming up with a runner in scoring position, and coming back from injury. He had played on Friday, but a guy that can get on base extremely well and has shown that ability throughout this season.
23 games, missed a handful, as you mentioned, has the average at .313 coming into today. And a balk is called. And the runners will both move up. And over to talk to the first base umpire, Ryan Jackson, for an explanation on what happened there. Let's see if he goes to the windup here now with first base open. And he does. Here's the pitch. And it's fouled off to the right side.
I didn't get a great look at that balk call, but my assumption would be that he came set in a stretch, in the stretch, and he might have slightly started to make a movement and then stepped off. Yeah, second base umpire got a great view of that. He's not going to miss that.
On the ground and past the third baseman, Corey Morrow into left field. That'll bring home a run, and maybe 2. Kinesijo is right behind Carson Burns. 2 RBIs for Starlin Rodriguez.
Right down the left field line for Kinesijo. Corey Morrow looked kind of frozen that he wasn't able to get in front of that ball. But exactly what the Baycats needed, and they take a 2-1 lead.
So the balk ends up proving costly because it moves both runners into scoring position, and that helps Barrie get on top 2-1 here.
20 RBI on the season now for Starlin Rodriguez.
Kinesijo was at second base when Starlin Rodriguez hit that ball, so the balk does factor into the scoring here. Foul ball. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of miking umpires and players, but in a situation like a balk, that is one case where it would be handy to have the microphone available for the umpire to turn around and just give an explanation and explain the ruling on the field.
Yeah, especially with something as obscure as a balk.
We don't have instant replay in the IBL, of course, so no need for a microphone for that, but something where a call on the field might need some explanation, that would help out not only fans but managers as well. 1-2 outside in the count. Even now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ryan Rio is on deck. He's the DH today. Still nobody out. 3rd inning. And with a breaking pitch, and it just missed.
That was a close pitch.
Good patience by Noel McGarry Doyle, who was taking all the way, and he forces the count to 3-2. Here's the pitch, runner goes, and it's fouled away. Protecting the plate, Noel McGarry Doyle. Starlin Rodriguez was off with that pitch.
McGarry Doyle had a fantastic game yesterday against the London Majors. He was 4 for 5, scored 3 times, had a double and a home run, and a stolen base at that.
Yan wants a new baseball. And time is called. So it's a 3-2 count here to Noel McGarry Doyle. Struck out in his last plate appearance.
Trying to extend a 5-game hitting streak.
In a check on the runner. And really slowing things down here on the mound. Taking his time.
Rodriguez with 7 steals on the season.
And it's ball 4. What an at-bat for Noel McGarry Doyle. 2 on, still nobody out, and Ryan Rio comes to the plate.
McGarry Doyle was extremely patient there. Able to foul off the right pitches and work that walk. Still nobody out.
And out for a chat is Noah Roberts along with Brando LaRue. Still nobody out in the inning. Yan, I'm sure, would love to get a ground ball here to the middle infielders. Try to turn 2. No out situation with 2 base runners on here for Ryan Rio. Always dangerous. 8 home runs. Leading the Baycats in RBIs as well. Here's the pitch from Yan, and Rio, first pitch swinging, drives it into left field for a base hit. Collymore up with it. Rodriguez to third, McGarry Doyle to second, Ryan Rio aboard with a base hit.
Looks like Ryan Rio broke his bat on that ball, but I wonder if that ball stayed in shape, and that might have been over the head of the left fielder Collymore for extra bases.
And a conference as Dino Romel comes out to the mound to talk to catcher Noah Roberts and pitcher Hector Yan with the dangerous Malik Williams at the plate. Nowhere to put him and nobody out. Critical situation here for the Royals in this bottom of the 3rd inning. Williams has 2 home runs in 4 games. And how huge would be one over the fence right now? Rumel back to the dugout as Yan will get set to work to Malik Williams. Rumel led the Royals to an IBL championship in 2003 and 2004. Been a big part of this organization for a long time. Also spent time with the Red Sox and Maple Leafs before returning to his hometown of Guelph last year. Royals haven't won a championship since that 2004 season under Rumel. 0-1, Williams fouls it off to the right. And Yan ahead here, no balls, 2 strikes.
This is a perfect opportunity for Williams to extend his streak into 5 games of multiple RBI in a game. He's had 3, 2, 3, and 2 RBIs in each of his 4 games back with the Baycats.
Williams fouls it off to the right again. Pretty strong wind blowing in now from right field, slightly from right to left.
It's been consistent all game. No real let up in the wind.
New baseball for Hector Yan. Mike Kinger gets some new balls from the Baycat dugout. Boy, things have really slowed down here in this bottom of the 3rd inning. Yan in no hurry. He would have a bunch of pitch clock violations by now. This was a major league game. Here's the 0-2 pitch on the way. Fastball, and it is lifted high. And it is just out of play in foul territory over near the Barrie bullpen.
Just like in his first at-bat, Williams has been fighting off a lot of pitches. A lot of foul balls here so far in this 0-2 count. But he was able to work himself a walk in the 2nd inning.
Williams waggles the bat. Yan with the delivery. Williams lifts it to right field. Ethan Hammond with a long way to go, and it's a fair ball. It's into the corner. And the Baycats circle the bases with Rodriguez scoring. McGarry Doyle behind him. Ball now gets to the shortstop. They got Williams in a rundown. Watching carefully is Ryan Rio. They tag Williams. Rio elects to play it safe and stay at third base. Wise call. 2 come in to score on the hit by Malik Williams.
Williams could have easily avoided himself being out on that play. He was standing at home plate the entire time until that ball dropped in the right field corner. Not until the ball dropped did he even start going into first base. But nonetheless, the Baycats score 2 runs, and they still have a runner in scoring position.
Williams assumed one of 2 things. Either the ball was going to be foul or it was going to be caught. And I think he was fooled that that ball landed on the fair side of the chalk. And you're right, that put him in a position where he was hung up to dry. Still only 1 out in the inning.
Yeah, in those plays, you got to be moving right away out of the box no matter what. Can't take any chances, especially with the wind the way it's been today.
It's really the only thing that we've been able to criticize Malik Williams for so far in his 5 games here. He's been so dangerous at the plate, but that is one situation there where I'm sure he'll do it differently next time. The big hit to drive in 2. Called strike to Adam Odd.
Well, Williams had that great heads-up play yesterday where he was able to tag up on a pop fly on the infield because nobody was covering second base.
And the drop third strike, and Adam Odd is safe. Not a good throw from Noah Roberts on strike 3.
Third baseman number 55.
Ryan Rio had to stay at third.
Roberts had a bit of trouble finding the ball. They had the first baseman, Josh Garden, letting him know that that ball was behind him and to his left. And he had a bit more time than I'm sure he realized in making that throw. And Garden couldn't handle it on the pickup.
Hector Yan now has thrown 62 pitches. We're still in the 3rd inning. 41 strikes. On the ground to third. Could be 2. They get 1 there. On to first, not in time. Fielder's choice for Hayden Jaco. Ryan Rio stays put at third. Adam Odd is erased at second base. 5-6. And the 9th Baycat to bat in this inning will be Tyler Plumpton. So Rio at third, Jaco at first, 2 out in the inning, Plumpton at the plate. 4-1 Baycats.
Surprised Rio didn't make an attempt to go home. I know he's doesn't have the best speed, but I'm sure the Royals would have been okay with the double play in that situation if they were going to give up a run.
Tyler Plumpton struck out to end the 2nd. Gets a piece and fouls it off to the right. Last year, Plumpton got into about half the games, 23 for Barrie last season, managed a .351 average. 13 RBIs, making the most of his opportunities. The veteran catcher waggles the bat. Here's the 1-1. It's low, blocked by Roberts.
Plumpton last year hit exactly 300 and comes into this 9th game of his season with a .316 average.
84-mile-an-hour fastball is a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Tyler Plumpton. Rio at third, Jaco at first. Plumpton digs in. Pitch from Hector Yan on the ground. To Hopper, to short. Off balance throw, but it's in time for the out. Nice job by Connor Morrow to throw out Tyler Plumpton for the final out of the inning. Baycats bat around. They score 4, and they lead by 3 through 3. We go to the 4th inning. You're watching Baycats TV on Rogers TV.
1 error and 2.
The Collingwood Brewery at 10 Sanford Fleming, producing delicious lagers, ales, and seltzers since 2014. The proud home of the Baycats Brew. Check out their retail shop and tap room, and select products at the LCBO, beer store, and grocery stores. Cheers, and go Baycats! VMF Sportswear, the official jersey provider of the Barrie Baycats. High-quality, pro-custom uniforms using only the best quality fabrics. Custom apparel, excellent customer service, and community support. VMF Sportswear, Canada's trusted sportswear brand.
2 out, runners lead. There they go. Here's the pitch. This one rocked to right field.
Want to come to a Baycats game? Check out our tickets at barriebaycats.com.
Score at least 2. Tuck is in to score. Real behind him.
BarrieToday.com. Local news, weather, Baycat scores, and more. BarrieToday.com. Your community, your news.
Fourth inning of play being brought to you
We go to the 4th inning. The Baycats now on top by a score of 4-1 after scoring 4 in the 3rd. Off Guelph starter Hector Yan, Evan Souls back out to take the ball here for inning number 4 to face Josh Garton, Malik Collymore, and J.D. Williams.
Evan Souls has struck out 4 through the first 3 innings, and with the fantastic performances of the starters for the Baycats over the last 3 days, it's allowed Josh Mallow to have a lot more freedom in his bullpen. The Baycats don't play again until Wednesday night.
That game at Christie Pitts in Toronto, and the Maple Leafs, the only team in the IBL that has not beaten the Baycats yet. Baycats have a perfect record against Toronto so far. Shallow left field. Noel McGarry Doyle with a couple of steps, and he makes the catch. Garton retired, 1 out in the 4th. Here comes Malik Collymore.
Left fielder number 35, Malik Collymore.
Collymore 3 for 5 yesterday, scored twice. And the Royals win 6-1 over the Hamilton Cardinals yesterday. That was an excellent start for Claudio Custodio, the former Baycat, making his 2023 debut. Boy, the Royals pitching sure looks a lot better with him at the top of the rotation.
Absolutely.
Time is called. We got a delay on the field here. Not sure if we've got some debris that needs to be picked up. Everybody just kind of waiting around for the go-ahead from the umpire here, and it looks like Collymore's ready.
I'm talking to a couple of the Baycats players during BP today, and they were excited that they didn't have to see Custodio today after he pitched that gem last night.
He has pitched so well against the Baycats and for the Baycats when he was a part of this organization prior to that. That's a strike. It's 0-2. That one up the middle. It's a base hit for Collymore. So he continues his hot tear. Reaching base for the second time today, and J.D. Williams is up next. Well, the other big arm in the Royals rotation is former Blue Jays prospect Andrew Case. Started the year in his hometown of St. John in the New Brunswick Senior League. He's returned to the Royals as well. Custodio returning from Venezuela. We've seen what Hector Yan has done today, and it's a pretty formidable threesome at the top of the pitching rotation for the Guelph Royals. Williams today 1 for 1 with a single. Pitch from Souls, and it's to center field, and it will drop for a base hit. 2 on now for the Royals. They're in business here in the 4th.
We're talking about Claudio Custodio, and an interesting thing about him, he was originally signed as an international free agent by the New York Yankees, and he was actually a middle infielder as well as a relief pitcher. He hit for an average very well, but the Yankees let him go or traded him, and he got into the Blue Jays organization, and it was then where he shifted to pitching full time. But also in previous seasons in the IBL, he's been a very formidable batter as well as pitcher.
Yomar Concepcion, the other strong pitcher for the Guelph Royals as well, to head up their rotation. So they look like they're primed for a strong run here as we hit the final 15 of the regular season schedule. Long way to go to climb the standings, but as we all know, the only thing that matters when the playoffs come is getting hot at the right time, and that's what the Royals are hoping for here.
The Royals come into this game with a 13-18 record, 6th place in the IBL.
They've managed to stay ahead of London and Brantford, but not the start to the season they hoped for after last year's climb to the top of the IBL standings. They finished in a 3-way tie with identical records to London and Welland at the top of the IBL standings last season. Came down to tiebreakers to determine the playoff seedings. Baycats on the other side of things, sole possession of second place for now. They're a half a game ahead of third place Kitchener.
20-10 record after yesterday's game.
Pretty deep left field. McGarry Doyle has to go back, reaches up, makes the catch. 2 out in the inning. Yesterday's win put the Baycats a half a game ahead of Kitchener for now. The Baycats do have a game in hand on the Panthers, but also eyeing the Welland Jackfish, who are ahead of them, and the Baycats are 3.5 behind Welland as of today. Baycats have a game in hand on the Jackfish as well, plus 3 games remaining against Welland on the schedule, and those are big games. The Baycats are thinking about a pennant run. That's a strike to Noah Roberts, who shows bunt.
And the Baycats play the Jackfish this upcoming Saturday at home. It's going to be a big game.
Yeah, I'd expect a big crowd for that. Fans well aware of the Welland-Barrie rivalry. Fouled off to the Barrie dugout, and the count is 0-2. So if the Baycats win the 3 against Welland and the game in hand that they have against them, that means Barrie would just have to match Welland win for win the rest of the remaining games on the schedule for a tie. So crucial that they win those head-to-head games, though. Narrow that 3.5 game deficit. Runners lead. 0-2 pitch from Souls. Off speed, and he just missed.
That was just high. I'm surprised that Noah Roberts didn't want to put a swing on that ball. It looked right at the letters almost, but didn't get the call.
Went down to 79 miles per hour on that changeup. 1-2 from Souls. Foul to the left. Collymore at second, Williams at first. 2 out here in the 4th inning. Baycats on top 4-1. Pitch to Noah Roberts. Foul back to the screen.
Roberts had the sacrifice fly that scored Malik Collymore in the second inning.
This next pitch will be Evan Souls' 60th. Checks the runner, leg kick, delivery, and another foul ball.
That's kind of swing from Roberts. He just wanted to protect the plate. I think that off-speed pitch is breaking in over the plate, and Roberts probably didn't see it right out of the hand. He just wanted to fight it off.
One-two pitch, and it's high, and the count is even. Souls has been low to mid-80s with a fastball today. Checks on the runner, the leg kick and the 2-2 pitch, and he wastes one outside. Good patience by Roberts as he's taking all the way, and the count is now full.
Runners will be off here. Full count with 2 outs.
Big pitch coming up here as the fans getting behind Evan Souls to get the Baycats off the field. 3-2. Foul back to the screen. Josh Matlow had to save Evan Souls for this 4th game in 4 days as he needed him to spot start here today, so unable to use him out of the bullpen in the other games. And ball 4, great at bat for Noah Roberts to keep the inning alive.
Very patient at bat from Noah Roberts. He was able to foul off all the right
Designated
pitches.
hitter number 4, Darius Barlett.
He remained looking for the pitch that he wanted to hit and fought off the ones that were close that he didn't think he was going to put a barrel on, and he worked himself a nice walk.
Darius Barless, the former Baycat. Chance to do some damage here against them. Takes the first pitch. It's a fastball for a strike. Royals with 3 hits off Evan Souls this afternoon. 2 of them in this 4th inning. Goes off speed with a curveball and misses. All the way down to 69 on that breaking pitch. Barless does not chase. Pitch to Barless. Foul ball. So Souls with another 2-strike count here and a chance to get off the field. 1-2 is the count here to the DH. Darius Barless. Souls with the delivery. And it's over the second baseman and into center field. That'll score a pair for the Royals. Throw comes in to third. The tag not in time. So Collymore is in. Williams behind him. And the Royals make it a 4-3 ball game.
That was a great hit from Barless. He put it exactly in the right spot. Just over the second baseman and kind of in that right center field gap. He was even able to get Roberts from first to third.
Corey Morrow, who's 0 for 1. First pitch swinging, fouls it away. Well, Souls is a perfect 6 for 6 against the top of the Royals order today. LaRue, Morrow, Connor Morrow, and Josh Garton. It's been 4 through 9 that have done the damage. This one to second. Odd plays it. Flip to shortstop Carson Burns for the out. So Barless retired. 4-6. Baycats get off the field. Not before Guelph scores 2 to make it a 1-run ball game. It's Barrie 4, Guelph 3 here at Vintage Throne Stadium. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie.
Premier North Windows and Doors is a proud supporter of the Barrie Baycats. locally owned and operated, and specializing in window replacement and door installation. Simcoe County's #1 choice for windows and doors. Classic Car Wash, customizing your car wash experience using high-quality products. Their team of experts will make sure your car is shining like new when you drive away. Give your car the VIP treatment it deserves at Classic Car Wash in Barrie. The Collingwood Brewery at 10 Sanford Fleming, producing delicious lagers, ales, and seltzers since 2014. The proud home of the Baycats Brew. Check out their retail shop and tap room, and select products at the LCBO, beer store, and grocery stores. Cheers, and go Baycats!
Hi, I'm Debbie Wilkes, owner of Insightful Living and licensed provider of Brain Echo Technology, which aims to calm and balance the brain. If any of these troublesome things are troubling you, then I'm talking to the appropriate person now.
The Baycats lead the Royals by a score of 4-3 in this bottom of the 4th inning, and it's brought to you by Clarkson Bins and Junk Removal, the local source for simple, clean, and reliable disposal bin rental and junk removal services.
Leading off the 4th for the Baycats, shortstop number 3, Carson Burns.
Burns, Ejo, and Rodriguez are due up for the Baycats here in the bottom of the 4th inning. We've got a defensive substitution for Guelph as former Baycat Mike Chiquetto takes over for Josh Garton at first base. Burns swings at the 0-1 and he fouls it away. 2 games, as we mentioned, next week for fans here in Barrie. Brantford here on Thursday. This one lined to the gap, and it'll drop. Over to cut it off is the center fielder, firing it in quickly, J.D. Williams, to hold Carson Burns to a single. And then the Welland Jackfish on Saturday night, and I've got to expect a big crowd here for that one. Saturday heading into the long weekend. Kenny Joe now to bat for the Baycats.
With that leadoff hit by Carson Burns, he now has a 7-game hitting streak.
Ejo showing bunt, and it's a strike.
Ejo 1 for 1. He walked in the first, stole a base, and he singled and scored in the third.
Pitch from Yan, a fastball, 87. That's a called strike. Count 1-2.
The wind now going a little bit further out towards left field. A little bit of change of direction there.
Ball gets away. Burns goes back.
Hector Yan really taking his time in between pitches. We noticed it a bit more in the last inning, especially with runners on base.
They appeal at first. He went, says Ryan Jackson. That's a strikeout. Kenny Ejo retired for the first time today.
Right field.
This is Starlin Rodriguez.
Starlin Rodriguez.
Wondering about Carson Burns. He is 6 for 7 in stolen base attempts this season. Baycats up by a run here in the 4th, looking to add some more. Rodriguez 1 for 2 today, singled and scored in the 3rd inning. Pitch from Yan. Pops out of the glove of the catcher, Roberts, and Burns stays put.
Roberts had a few instances where he hasn't been able to keep that ball in his glove. We noticed on, especially on a strikeout by Adam Odd in the 3rd, where a drop 3rd strike and a poor throw to first base.
Burns goes, throw from Roberts is high, the tag, not in time. Stolen base, Carson Burns. 7 stolen bases. And a big one there to get into scoring position. So Starlin Rodriguez now with a chance to drive him home and put Barrie up by a couple.
Rodriguez 1 for 2, he singled and scored in the 3rd.
Yan checks the runner. The leg kick and the pitch. Swing and a miss. 85. Yan really dialing it up. We've seen him in the mid-80s a couple of times in this inning. Yan gets the sign, looks at the runner, and now draws a throw. Burns is back, and the ball gets away. It goes into center field. Carson Burns 90 feet away now.
That's a really tough play for a left-handed pitcher because you have to turn all the way around clockwise to get your arm all the way around and throw to second base. Easily noticeable for Burns. He was back easily, but that throw got away from Hector Yan, and that cost him 90 feet.
Pitch from Yan on the 2-1, and that one skips up to the plate and away from Roberts. He goes back to get it, and an easy score for Carson Burns. Barrie on top 5-3. So the error and the wild pitch, and Burns is in to give it a 5-3 Baycat lead. The count now 3-1 to Starlin Rodriguez. Two errors for the Royals this afternoon. Here comes the pitch, and it's to right field, and it'll stay in the park for Ethan Hammond.
Rodriguez really put a lot of power on that going the other way, but
Left fielder number 95.
right fielder Hammond picked it up off the bat easy. Just had to go back a few steps and make the catch.
Well, McGarry Doyle to the plate for the 3rd time, swings and misses at the first pitch. One thing we'll say about Hector Yan, he's been consistent with his slow approach to the plate here this afternoon. That high one sails away, 67.
The approach has been much slower with runners on. Less pressure on him now. I think he's able to speed up with nobody on base.
Here's the delivery. And it's a strike. Gary Doyle thought that might have been a little high, checked his swing, but a called strike by the home plate umpire, and it's 1-2. Oh for 1 with a walk and a run scored. Here's the pitch from Yan. Outside, count 2-2. Five-3 Baycats. Here's the pitch. On the ground to second base. LaRue to first in time for the out. Royals are off the field. Baycats score another run. Carson Burns coming in to score after singling to lead off the inning. And we go to the fifth inning. Julius Hern up to call them for you. Fifth and sixth inning ahead. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie.
For the Baycats in the fourth, 1 run on 1 hit, 1.
Danielle May Real Estate, supporting the Barrie Baycats and ready to help with all of your real estate questions. What is your home worth? Should you sell now or wait? Danielle is dedicated to your success. The next time you think real estate, think Danielle May. VMF Sportswear, the official jersey provider of the Barrie Baycats. High-quality, pro-custom uniforms using only the best quality fabrics. Custom apparel, excellent customer service, and community support. VMF Sportswear, Canada's trusted sportswear brand. BarrieToday.com. Local news, weather, Baycat scores, and more. BarrieToday.com. Your community, your news.
Welcome back to Vintage Throne Stadium. It's the top of the fifth inning. Evan Souls back on for his fifth inning of work. 5-3, Baycats lead the Guelph Royals. Julius Hern along with Ben Davy and our Baycats TV crew. Top of the order for the Royals. To start off this fifth inning, Brandon LaRue will lead it off. First pitch fouled off out of play on the right side. Evan Souls has been perfect through the first three batters of the Royals' order. A 1 pitch. In there for strike 2. Souls working quickly, and that 0-2 pitch in there for ball 1.
Well, it must not have, or else Burns would have had to go back to third.
2-2 the count now. Evan Souls working much more quickly than Royal starter Hector Yan. That one's lined up the middle. It's on the ground to second. Adamad with a tough play, and he can't make the play. Speed of Brandon LaRue gets him to first base with an infield single. That's the first hit for any of the first three batters in the Royals' order today.
The shortstop, number 2, Connor Morrow.
Connor Morrow will step in. He struck out in the first and fouled out in the third inning. Third baseman Hayden Jaco playing in shallow infield. That one's lined into center field. Kenise Ijo charging, and he dives, and he makes the catch. Kenise Ijo with a great play, charging in center field. Morrow robbed of a base hit.
Michael Chicheco.
Mike Chiquetta will step in as his first plate appearance of the game. He's in for the starting first baseman, Josh Garton. Chiquetta, the former Baycat. First pitch, a strike. Throw over to first. LaRue back in easily. Didn't have much of a lead. Another throw over, and LaRue back in easily again. That one fouled off. They fouled off the plate. Possibly off of catcher Tyler Plumpton. The count's now 0-2. That went high and away for the first ball of the at-bat. Popped up and playable on the infield. Malik Williams has a beat on it, and he'll make the catch for the second out of the inning.
Left fielder number 35, Malik Collymore.
Malik Collymore will step in. He scored 2 of the 3 runs for the Royals today. Reached on air in the second, singled and scored in the 4th. First pitch is popped up again on the infield and playable. And it's into the Baycats dugout. Tyler Plumpton almost took a spill down the stairs. Oh, and 1 the count now.
80 pitches now for Evan Souls. We'll see how long Josh Matlow lets him go today. You think about the 100 pitch mark might be about the target for him.
Yeah, with all the success of the starting pitching over the last few games, Matlow has a lot of freedom with his bullpen, especially with that complete game yesterday by Frank Garces. The 0-1, high and in, evens up the count. J.D. Williams, the center fielder, on deck. If Collymore can reach. Popped up again, and this one's playable on the infield. Malik Collymore again will make the catch, and that'll sit the Royals down. 5-3 Baycats, heading to the bottom of the 5th. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie.
Danielle May Real Estate, supporting the Barrie Baycats and ready to help with all of your real estate questions. What is your home worth? Should you sell now or wait? Danielle is dedicated to your success. The next time you think real estate, think Danielle May. VMF Sportswear, the official jersey provider of the Barrie Baycats. High-quality, pro-custom uniforms using only the best quality fabrics. Custom apparel, excellent customer service, and community support. VMF Sportswear, Canada's trusted sportswear brand.
We be disturbing the
BarrieToday.com. Local news, weather, Baycat scores, and more. BarrieToday.com. Your community, your news.
We be disturbing the peace. Working, we serving the streets. About to go ain't going beast. Bang, bang, leave you sleep.
Carrington comes in, and the
Hard body, and that's
the score is James Anderson, and the Baycats win.
Join us this summer at the Baycats Summer Baseball Camp.
See you this summer! At Domino's, mix and match any 2 or more pizzas and sides for just $8.99 each. Like when pizza night's more like pizza and lava cakes night, or pasta and stuffed cheesy bread night, or we're gonna need a bigger table night. Mix and match Canada's favorite pizza and more at Domino's.
Classic.
Baycats lead the Royals 5-3. And this 5th inning is brought to you by Ital Paving. For all your residential, commercial, and industrial paving needs, providing quality service for almost 40 years because you deserve the best.
27, Ryan Rio.
You know, even that right screen to go away from the ass before you start talking, otherwise they don't hear you.
Ryan Rio leading off for the Baycats. He flies that one into deep right field. Heading back on it is Hammond, and he will make the catch. Quick first out for Hector Yan. Now Malik Williams will step in. He's 1 for 1. He had a walk in the second.
First baseman number 29.
And a deep single in the third.
Williams.
Where that ball that he hit in the third inning looked like it was going to be foul. He didn't even step out of the box to go on his way to first base, and he was gunned down in between second and first. First pitch inside for ball one. That one looked like it hit Malik Williams. Didn't look like it hit him that hard. It looks like it might have grazed him on the leg, but it's that base runner here for the Baycats in the fifth inning.
Hector Yan approaching the 90 pitch mark now. 6 innings is his max so far this season. Worked 4 innings in his last start against Toronto.
Adam Odd.
Adam Odd will step in. He's over 2, but he managed to reach on a drop third strike in the third inning.
Yan had retired 4 in a row prior to hitting Malik Williams with that last pitch.
First pitch to Oz, fouled off to the screen. That went inside to even up the count at 1-1.
Well, Yan has certainly not lost anything on his velocity. 87 with that last fastball there. He's mid to high 80s over the last couple of innings.
Modest lead for Malik Williams at first, and that one's inside on Adam Odd. Now 2-1. Four strikeouts on the afternoon so far for Hector Yan. And that one's inside part of the plate for a strike 2. Outside, and it's a full count. Hector Yan really taking his time in between pitches, as he has been throughout this game. Full count pitch, low for ball 4. Another free base for the Baycats. 2 on with 1 out as Hayden Jacobs come in.
Well, Yan has been saving his speed for the radar gun. 88 on that fastball. Pretty impressive velocity today. Trouble finding the plate though. And at bat to Adam Odd. And after retiring 4 in a row now, the Baycats with a couple of base runners. So a chance to add some insurance here to this 5-3 lead. Malik Williams moves up to second base.
Hayden Jacob will step in, struck out in the second and reached on a fielder's choice in the third. activity in either bullpen, so starters have this game going for a while. Fouled off on the right side out of play. Pitch, fouled off again out of play, now 0-2.
Nice crowd here for this Sunday afternoon. Very quiet crowd, though. I think the sun has kind of zapped everybody's energy here this afternoon, but got some umbrellas out with fans trying to keep some shade. Really pleasant day. 21-degree game time temperature and a little bit of a light breeze to keep everybody comfortable.
0-2 pitch to Jaco. On the ground on the left side. Tough play for the third baseman, Morrow, and he has no play. That's going to be an infield single for Hayden Jaco. Corey Morrow made a diving stab at that, but didn't have a play at either bag. Now the bases are loaded for Tyler Plumpton.
Yeah, nice job there by Morrow to get to that ball and was able to get it in his glove, but just unable to make a play. By the time he came up with it, Jaco was already 3/4 of the way down the first base line.
And that ball wasn't hit too hard. It was kind of in between Corey and Connor Morrow on the left side of the infield there. So and that ball skips off the ground and hits Tyler Plumpton. A run will score, and now it's 6-3 Baycats.
2 hit batters this inning now for Hector Yan, as manager Dino Romel comes out of the Royals dugout, and we'll see if he asks for the ball, as perhaps Yan has reached his limit here today. Mentioned 6 innings is the maximum for him so far in his previous body of work.
Yeah, we just see some bodies come out from the Royals dugout and head over to the bullpen now, so this might be kind of a warning sign for Hector Yan going forward for the rest of his appearance. The leash is getting a bit shorter for him. Now a 3-run lead for the Baycats.
Well, outfielders Jeff McLeod and Chris Robinson are making their way down to the Guelph bullpen, but we'll see if any pitchers start warming up for you. Dino Romel has had his visit with pitcher Hector Yan and catcher Noah Roberts, and they will get ready to face Carson Burns here, the number 9 hitter.
The shortstop, number 3, Carson Burns.
Carson Burns will step in. He's 2 for 2 and scored twice. 2 singles on the afternoon for him. He scored on the wild pitch from Yan in the 4th inning. Sees that one high for ball 1. One and one now.
Well, left-hander Jeff McLeod is now throwing in the Royals bullpen here.
Swing and a miss by Burns, now 1-2. Yeah, short leash now here for Hector Yan, like I mentioned. If he's unable to get out of this inning, and if there's more damage coming from the Baycats here, his afternoon could be over. That one foul tipped into the glove. Off a check swing.
Mentioned McLeod, an outfielder, but he has pitched in 3 games for the Royals this season, so given manager Dino Romel that option out of the bullpen, and looks like we may see him again here today.
And Noah Roberts wasn't able to hang on to that foul tip, and this at-bat will continue. 1-2 count here on Carson Burns. Called third strike. Carson Burns down looking. A huge out here for the Guelph Royals. 2 down here in this 5th inning.
Too close to take, and Yan has been very effective with that fastball today, spotting it in key locations at key times, and what a huge strikeout there for him with the bases loaded and now 2 out as the Baycats head back to the top of the order.
Canisijo will step in. He's 1 for 2 and a walk in the 1st and a steal, as well as a single with a score in the 3rd. Called first strike. Huge spot for Canisijo with the bases loaded. The 0-1. Fouled off out of play on the right side. Defense for the Royals playing straight up, no holds on any of the runners. One and two now on that high pitch. The 1-2. Fouled off the screen on the right side. Ijo stays alive.
Next pitch will be 108 from Hector Yan. Mentioned Chris Robinson throwing in the bullpen, or Jeff McLeod, excuse me, throwing in the bullpen.
Ijo swings and misses, and that'll be the end of the inning. So the Baycats strand the bases loaded, but they get a run. They have a 6-3 lead going into the 6th. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie.
Join us this summer at the Baycats Summer Baseball Camp. See you this summer!
Danielle May Real Estate, supporting the Barrie Baycats and ready to help with all of your real estate questions. What is your home worth? Should you sell now or wait? Danielle is dedicated to your success. The next time you think real estate, think Danielle May.
Welcome back. Top of the 6th inning. The Baycats hold a 6-3 lead over the Guelph Royals. And if that was the end of the afternoon for Hector Yan, 7 strikeouts through 5 innings for him. But the Royals still trail the Baycats by 3. J.D. Williams will lead it off for the Royals. First pitch from Souls, a strike.
Well, this is kind of a flip the script game for the Baycats compared to what happened here on Thursday night. On Thursday, the Royals scored in the early innings. Today, the Baycats scoring in the middle innings. Big 4-run third inning, putting them in the driver's seat, and they've not looked back since.
Evan Souls maintaining a quick pace, now up 1 and 2, excuse me. Outside, now 2 and 2.
Jeff McLeod continues to throw hard in the Royal bullpen. Would expect that we'll see him come in to start the 6th.
One popped up foul out of play. Two. On the ground to second. Adamad charging in. On to first to make the play. That's the first out of the inning.
Well, that was a really nice off-speed pitch by Evan Souls. J.D. Williams was way out in front of it, kind of lunging at that pitch, just trying to make contact, and he ends up grounding out weakly.
Right fielder number 28, Ethan Hammond.
Ethan Hammond will step in. He's 0 for 1. He had the sac bunt in the second inning, and then lined out to left field in the 4th. First pitch just low for ball 1. It's worth mentioning James Anderson's now in right field defensively for Starlin Rodriguez. Two 2-0 to Hammond.
90th pitch for Evan Souls, who has been very strong today for the Baycats, now in the 6th inning.
Souls back in the count with that strike, now 2-1.
Working at a much quicker pace than Yan, as you mentioned.
That one just missed the zone high. Now it's a 3-1 count. Hammond works a walk, and the Royals have a base runner in the 6th.
Catcher number 22, Noah Roberts.
Just the second walk that Souls has offered up so far today.
Looks like Andrew White coming out for a visit with Evan Souls and Tyler Plumpton.
A lot of umbrellas down that right field line, so it's hard for us to see if anybody's up throwing in the Baycat bullpen. We do see a couple of bodies down there. White with a visit with Souls, maybe buying a little bit of time for somebody to get ready, and home plate umpire Abe Kinger giving him lots of time to get his message across. Mike Kinger, excuse me.
Left-hander Aiden Russell is warming up in the Baycats bullpen. So with Evan Souls' pitch count rising, this may be his last inning of work. That one driven deep to right field. Heading back on it is Anderson. In front of the warning track, he makes the catch. Bluffing a tag at first base is Hammond. Now 2 out for the Baycats. That's a huge out for Evan Souls.
That ball almost a little too high off the bat of Noah Roberts as he hit it a long way, but a little bit of a wind coming in from right field might have kept that one in the park for James Anderson to the Baycats' benefit here on the 6th inning.
Darius Barless, the former Baycat DH today for the Royals, steps in. Fouls that one out of play on the first pitch. The 0-1. in there for strike 2. Evan Souls, 4 strikeouts on the afternoon so far. Looking for his 5th right here. Just inside.
Souls had skipped off the mound. He was about 2 steps to the dugout and has to head back now. He was sure he got the 3rd strike, but Mike Kinger sending him back out there for another pitch. Count now 1-2. He has pitched well today.
1-2 now to Darius Barless. Runner goes, swing and a miss. Barless strikes out to end the inning. Great work by Evan Souls getting through 6. The Baycats lead 6-3. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie.
The Collingwood Brewery at 10 Sanford Fleming, producing delicious lagers, ales, and seltzers since 2014. The proud home of the Baycats Brew. Check out their retail shop and tap room and select products at the LCBO, beer store, and grocery stores. Cheers and go Baycats! VMF Sportswear, the official jersey provider of the Barrie Baycats. High-quality, pro-custom uniforms using only the best quality fabrics. Custom apparel, excellent customer service, and community support. VMF Sportswear, Canada's trusted sportswear brand.
2 out, runners lead. There they go. Here's the pitch. This one rocked to right field.
Want to come to a Baycats game? Check out our tickets at barriebaycats.com.
Score at least 2. Tuck is in to score. Rio behind him.
BarrieToday.com. Local news, weather, Baycat scores, and more. BarrieToday.com. Your community, your news.
Welcome back. Vintage Throne Stadium hosting a 6-3 lead for the Barrie Baycats. And this 6th inning brought to you by Vintage Throne Barber Lounge. Experience the tradition of quality service in a relaxed environment. Redefining gentlemen in the heart of Barrie.
James Anderson.
Left-hander Jeff McLeod on here for the Guelph Royals in relief of starting pitcher Hector Yan. James Anderson will lead it off. This will be his first at-bat of the game. Takes the first pitch strike.
McLeod, an IBL veteran, 42 years old. He has been in the league since 2010 with the Mississauga Twins. Eventually became the Burlington Twins and then the Bandits. Joined the Royals organization in 2015. Had a stint with Kitchener and Toronto as well. So a lot of stickers on his suitcase. Returning to the Royals last year, the 2023 campaign.
1-1 count. Anderson lifts it foul down the right side. Anderson on, taking over for Starlin Rodriguez. That one low, evens up the count at 2-2.
when McLeod works, he rarely goes more than one inning. He did manage an inning and a third against Hamilton on June 14th, but all of his relief appearances have been one inning or less since then.
2-2 pitch. Just fouled off. Okay. Caught the glove of Noah Roberts, but couldn't hold on.
Nobody in the Guelph bullpen right now, so we'll see how far Dino Ramel decides to go with Jeff McLeod this afternoon. Second left-hander for the Baycats today, or for the Royals. The Baycats are facing.
High and in. That's full count to Anderson. Anderson grounds it foul on the third base side. McLeod working at a way quicker pace than Hector Jan was. Jan was really taking his time with the Baycats order during his outing. That one low, and James Anderson works a leadoff walk.
Great at bat by James Anderson as he makes a nice catch in right field in the top half of the inning off the bat of Noah Roberts. On a deep fly ball that could have been trouble in the top half of the inning. He draws a walk to try to make some contribution here for the Baycats in the bottom of the sixth, looking to add to their 3-run lead.
Noel McGarry Doyle will step in. He's 0 for 2. He walked and scored in the third inning. Might be refreshing for him to see a new arm. Fouled off out of play on the left side. 1-1. McGarry Doyle trying to maintain a strong hitting streak and RBI streak here today. Sees that one. First strike, now 1-2. One-two pitch coming. That one's low, and that's going to get all the way to the backstop. Anderson will move up to second. And the Baycats have a runner in scoring position.
It's been a busy day for Noah Roberts behind the plate for the Guelph Royals, and the wild pitch there moves an important runner for the Baycats up 90 feet into scoring position now.
Just low and outside. McGarry Doyle gets himself to a full count. On the ground, second base. LaRue makes the play to first, but Anderson moves up to third. So a productive at-bat here for Noel McGarry Doyle.
And the wild pitch eliminating what could have been a double play there, as that was a tailor-made 6-4-3 if Anderson had been at first base, but because of the wild pitch, he was able to get to second, and now 90 feet away as he advances on that ground ball off the bat of McGarry Doyle.
Ryan Rio will come up with a runner in scoring position. It's 1 for 3 on the day. Went outside for ball one. Infield playing in, they're going to want to cut down that runner at home if opportunity presents itself. Now 2-0. Royals can't afford to give up another run. They're already down 6-3 to the Baycats. Another outside pitch. Jeff McLeod trying to stay away from Ryan Rio.
Yeah, McLeod has had trouble finding the strike zone here in this sixth inning. The Baycats sense that, and they're being very patient here.
On the ground into right field for a base hit. Anderson comes in to score, and it's 7-3 Baycats.
All nice hitting from Ryan Rio. He's able to work the count 3-0, and anytime you do that, you know you're going to see something good to hit.
First baseman number 29.
And he makes no mistake putting the ball in play,
Julius.
getting just enough of it to get it through the infield and into the right field area. A big RBI for the Baycats.
He hit that ball too hard for the infield to have anything to do with it. They were playing in, wanting to cut down the runner at home, but they didn't have the opportunity. Kyle Maves now into pinch run for Ryan Rio. Malik Williams sees the first pitch low for ball one. A low pitch, 2-0 now to Williams. Only one out here. Kyle Maves is a threat to steal. And he goes. Outside pitch. The throw from Roberts is not in time. Kyle Maves takes second base.
Paul Roberts had to fire that one down from his knees. He knew he didn't have a lot of time. Maves got an outstanding jump and is able to get to second base in plenty of time.
It's hard to get that good of a jump off a lefty, but Kyle Maves, an experienced base runner. They're going to intentionally walk Malik Williams here to keep the force play in order.
Well, not a bad idea. You got a guy who's been on an absolute tear. He's reached base safely in all three previous plate appearances. Take nothing away from Adam Odd, but the way that Malik Williams has been at the plate, you know that he could put this game out of reach in a hurry, and that's exactly what Adam Odd will try to do here. 2 on and 1 out in the inning.
Well, now visit here with the infield converging. Adam Odd will step in. Only 1 out with 2 runners on.
Coming to bat, the third baseman.
Well, the key here is getting the
26,
ground ball for the double play,
Odd.
so the middle infield can play a double play depth here and hope to get something on the ground. I expect that McLeod will try to keep the ball down in the zone here to try to induce that ground ball.
First pitch to Odds outside.
McLeod at 82 with that fastball.
Odds 0 for 2, but he's reached twice. He reached on a drop third strike and on a walk. Swings and misses at that one. Now 1-1. Odd flies it into left field. Collymore has a beat on it, and he can't get there. It kept slicing away from him. This is going to be extra bases for Odd. Kyle Maves rounding. He'll score. Collymore to third. A 1-out double for Adam Odd.
Well, that ball had a little bit of slice on it, as you described, and right from the moment it left Odd's bat, it started to slice its way closer and closer to that left field line. Malik Collymore had an awful long way to go. Base runners had to hold up just in case he came up with the catch, but
Yeah,
Maves in the score, and Williams gets to third base on it.
It looked off the bat that Collymore had a good beat on it, but it just kept slicing away with their consistent wind in from right field. Owen Jansen here pinch hitting for Hayden Jaco. 1-0.
Well, this is a good move here in a 5-run game. Give Owen Jansen a plate appearance or 2 this afternoon. He was outstanding for the Baycats last season, hitting .357 through 34 games. He struggled this year for Barrie, and a chance for him to maybe get a little something going here for the Baycats.
1-0 pitch, just outside, now 2-0. So I would imagine Owen Jansen would come in at second base and move Adam Odd over to third. But we've seen those two guys in a lot of different infield positions this year, so Josh Matlow has a lot to work with defensively. 2-0, swing and a miss. It's a good opportunity here for Owen Jansen with 2 runners in scoring position. Still only 1 out. McLeod from the stretch. Jansen sees that one high, now 3-1. From McLeod. That one's low and away, and the bases are loaded again. Jansen works a walk, and Tyler Plumpton will come back up with the bases loaded.
Third walk of the inning for Jeff McLeod, and Dino Ramel back out again. As the defense will come in for a conference on the mound. 3 walks in the inning, 1 intentional.
Well, guys, this mound visit buys extra time. Go by. What I'm talking about is we have
United Way doing a nice job selling 50-50 tickets here today through 6 innings and trying to get that jackpot as high as possible, raising money for a good cause. And out here on a hot summer day, sweating it out, doing a nice job, volunteering for a great organization here in Barrie.
Upon that mound visit, we saw Nelson Mercado head over to the Guelph Royals bullpen. He'll be warming up. Plumpton was hit by a pitch in the last inning with the bases loaded, which scored a run. First pitch to him is inside. Jeff McLeod not able to find the strike zone this inning. The corners are in. They're looking for a double play. 1-1 now as Plumpton sees a strike. Plumpton hits it on the ground to short. This could be 2. And it will be. Inning-ending double play for the Guelph Royals. The Baycats strength can't take advantage of the bases loaded jam. But they score 2 in the inning. They lead 8-3 heading to the 7th. Ben Davy will call it for you. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie.
Premier North Windows and Doors is a proud supporter of the Barrie Baycats, locally owned and operated, and specializing in window replacement and door installation. Simcoe County's #1 choice for windows and doors. Classic Car Wash, customizing your car wash experience using high-quality products. Their team of experts will make sure your car is shining like new when you drive away. Give your car the VIP treatment it deserves at Classic Car Wash in Barrie. The Collingwood Brewery at 10 Sanford Fleming, producing delicious lagers, ales, and seltzers since 2014. The proud home of the Baycats Brew. Check out their retail shop and tap room and select products at the LCBO, beer store, and grocery stores. Cheers and go Baycats!
Hi, I'm Debbie Wilkes, owner of Insightful Living and licensed provider of brain echo technology, which aims to calm and balance the brain. If any of these troublesome things are troubling you, then I'm talking to the appropriate person now.
Top of the 7th inning, Vintage Throne Stadium with Julius Hern. I'm Ben Davy. It's an 8-3 Baycats lead. And on the pitch for the Barrie Baycats, 21-year-old Barrie native, Aiden Russell.
Aiden Russell will come in for his 9th appearance of the year. Sports an even ERA of 3, 0-1 record through those 8 appearances. 12 innings pitched on the year, 7 strikeouts to 5 walks.
Had an inning of relief work on Friday night in Brantford against the Red Sox in that Baycat win. 1-1 the count. This is Corey Morrow. Morrow, the number 9 hitter for the Royals today, 0 for 2. The fielder's choice. That one fouled back to the screen. And a nice barehand catch by Brando LaRue off the screen there. Over near the on-deck circle. Pitch to Morrow. Breaking ball for a strike. Down he goes.
Lots of defensive changes here for the Baycats to mention. So
Owen
Jansen comes in for Hayden Jaco. He'll go in second base, moving Adam on to third. Josh Cote comes in as a defensive sub for Malik Williams at first base.
Only 4 guys are where they started today. Noel McGarry-Doyle in left, and Kenisi Joe in center. Tyler Plumpton behind the plate, and Carson Burns at shortstop. And this one is ripped foul sharply down the left field side. Over near the Royal bullpen, it's 1-1. LaRue today has singled in 3 plate appearances. Pitch from Russell, and he reaches for it to shallow center field, and it'll drop in front of Kenisi Joe.
That one was right off the end of the bat, and he shattered his bat. You could hear it off that swing. But I think he's a happy trade. Off the bat for a base hit.
Here comes Connor Morrow. He's 0 for 3 today. Russell, a big lad. He stands 6'3", 230 on the mound. Third season for the Baycats. Very similar situation to Evan Souls. Close to the same age, and both of them joining this team as teenagers. Russell now 21 years of age.
Russell a career 2.31 ERA in the IBL over his 3 years.
Swing and a miss. 1-1 on Connor Morrow. Nice bit of pitching by Evan Souls today, especially in that 6th inning after giving up the walk to Ethan Hammond. He got a fly ball and a strikeout to avert any potential crisis in that 6th. Setting the stage for the Baycats to tack on some insurance markers in the bottom half of the inning. We're in the top of the 7th. Pitch from Russell, and it's hit to the left side, foul down the line. 1-2. This is a very, very quiet crowd here today, this Sunday afternoon. Everybody just chilling out, enjoying the beautiful sunshine and the heat.
We were spoiled with a very active crowd last night.
Yeah, last night this joint was hopping. 1-2 the count. A little bit of applause now behind Aiden Russell as he gets ready. Here's the pitch. It's on the ground, right back to him. Underhands it to first for the out. No chance to get LaRue. He advances to second. So Russell gets the sure out.
First baseman number 44.
Yeah, smart play. It's always tough for the pitcher to turn around. He's got a lot of distance to cover there in terms of getting off the mound, fielding the ball, and making that a strong throw to second.
Yeah, last thing you want to do is spin and airmail it to center field, and now you got 2 on with 1 out, and suddenly this inning could look a lot different. So that run on second base really doesn't mean too much right now in a 5-run game. And a familiar name at the plate, Michael Cicchetto. Spent some time here in Barrie, also a former Toronto Maple Leaf. Pitch from Russell. Breaking ball for a strike, and it's 1-1. Josh Garton today, the starting first baseman, was 0 for 3. Chiquetto hits this one to left field, and Noel McGarry Doyle reaches up, makes the catch, and that will do it. So the single by Brando LaRue gets no further than second, and we are through 6.5 innings here at Vintage Throne Stadium. Our score, Baycats 8, Royals 3. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie.
For Guelph in the seventh, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, with 1 left on base.
Danielle May Real Estate, supporting the Barrie Baycats and ready to help with all of your real estate questions. What is your home worth? Should you sell now or wait? Danielle is dedicated to your success. The next time you think real estate, think Danielle May. VMF Sportswear, the official jersey provider of the Barrie Baycats. High-quality, pro-custom uniforms using only the best quality fabrics. Custom apparel, excellent customer service, and community support. VMF Sportswear, Canada's trusted sportswear brand. BarrieToday.com. Local news, weather, Baycat scores, and more. BarrieToday.com. Your community, your news.
Sometimes we're bound for Spain. All the girls are dancing under the St. John's. No rush.
Bottom of the 7th inning at Vintage Throne Stadium, the Baycats lead the Royals by a score of 8-3. This 7th inning is brought to you by United Way Simcoe Muskoka, making poverty unignorable. To learn how you can help, you can visit uwsimcoemuskoka.ca.
Brampton's Nelson Mercado will come in to pitch for the Royals now. The third pitcher of the afternoon for Dino Ramel in relief of Jeff McLeod and Hector Yan before him. Carson Burns to the plate, and he takes a first pitch strike.
Nelson Mercado making his 6th appearance of the year. 2023 has an 0-1 record, 8.25 ERA. 12 innings pitched on the year, 13 strikeouts to 8 walks.
Burns hits that one through the first baseman under the glove of Michael Chiquetto and into right field. So Carson Burns is aboard for the 3rd time today. And that brings leadoff man Kenny Sejo to the plate.
Carson Burns has been a very hot hitter here for the Baycats. And he's sporting a strong hitting streak of his own.
Ejo comes to the plate on the heels of back-to-back strikeouts in the 4th and the 5th, but he's also reached base twice, singled and scored a run in the 3rd, and walked and stole a base in the 1st. Mercado's first pitch to him is low and outside. Mercado listed at 6 feet, 225. First right-hander the Barrie Baycats have seen today. Here's the pitch. It buzzes him inside, and the count is 2-0.
Burns stole a base earlier in the game in the 4th inning, so he could be a threat to run. And he stole it off a left-handed pitcher, so a bit easier for him to get a good jump.
2-0, and it's high. 3 balls, no strikes to Kenny Sejo. Baycats have scored runs every inning since the third today. Here's the pitch. And he gets the outside part of the plate for a strike. 4 in the third. And then a run in each of the fourth and fifth innings, and then 2 runs in the sixth to help build this 8-3 lead today over the Guelph Royals. Pitch from Mercado, and it's popped foul. That one over the trees. It's a 3-1 count. Fifth of 6 regular season matchups for these clubs. Baycats 3-1, and that one came on Thursday here in Barrie. That 6-4 Royals win. Runner goes, and protecting the plate is Canisijo, fouling it away to the right.
Ijo really had to protect the plate on that. It was a bit too close to call on the outside corner.
Elsewhere in the IBL, Hamilton at Toronto this afternoon at Christie Pitts. London will play the Panthers at Jack Couch Park tonight. That one underway actually right now. 5:15 first pitch there. And stepping off is Mercado as he looks the runner back. 10 hits for the Baycats today in this 8-run attack. 3 on 6 for Guelph. Pitch to Ijo, and he hits a shallow fly ball to left field. Collymore calls for it, and he takes it for the out. 1 out of the 7th, and here comes James Anderson.
Right fielder number 34, James Anderson.
Brad McQuinn is on deck. Looks like he'll be batting for Noel McGarry Doyle.
It's the first pitch strike to James Anderson. Anderson came on to take over for Starlin Rodriguez, who started today. So with McGarry Doyle leaving the game, that leaves only Ijo, Burns, and Plumpton in their original defensive positions from the start of today's game. Josh Matlow really moving the chess pieces around. Pitch is a called strike as the runner goes, and the ball skips away. Second stolen base of the day for Carson Burns.
Yeah, Burns had no problem getting in there safely. Catcher Noah Roberts hesitated a little bit trying to make that throw down.
Nelson Mercado, the right-hander, steps off. And the catcher will run through the signs again. Mercado comes set. Checks the runner. 0-2. Swing and a miss on 85. James Anderson down swinging.
Pinch hitting for the Baycats, number 47, Brad McQuinn.
A platoon move here for Josh Matlow, putting in the lefty Brad McQuinn against the righty Nelson Mercado. He mentioned it to us in their post-game interviews yesterday that he was going to look to get some other guys in the lineup today, get some guys some opportunities for at-bats, platoon a little bit, and he's shown that he's been able to do that today.
McQuinn in his second season with the Baycats, native of nearby Penetang. It's ready for the 2-0, and he's swinging for the fences right through it at 87 miles per hour. Mercado ahead of him on the fastball. It's 2-1. 13th game of the season for McQuinn. He's hitting .250. Pitch. Lines that to the shortstop. And it's an easy throw to first. McQuinn with some good speed, but the throw by Connor Morrow just beat him. And the Royals are off the field as the Baycats strand the single by Carson Burns at second base. We go to the 8th inning. It's the Baycats on top 8-3. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie.
For the Baycats.
We be disturbing the peace. Working, we serving the streets. About to go 8 going beast. Bang, bang, leave you sleep.
Carrington comes in and the
Hard body, and
and the score is James Henderson and the Baycats win.
Join us this summer at the Baycats Summer Baseball Camp. See you this summer!
At Domino's, mix and match any 2 or more pizzas and sides for just $8.99 each. Like when pizza night's more like pizza and lava cakes night, or pasta and stuffed cheesy bread night, or we're gonna need a bigger table night. Mix and match Canada's favorite pizza and more at Domino's.
Classic Car Wash, customizing your car wash experience using high-quality products. Their team of experts will make sure your car is shining like new when you drive away. Give your car the VIP treatment it deserves at Classic Car Wash in Barrie.
Eighth inning here in Springwater Township at Vintage Throne Stadium. Baycats on top 8-3. Ben Davy, Julius Hern, and our Baycats TV crew on this Sunday afternoon. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you may be watching from. I want to say hello to our Guelph viewers as well, enjoying the game on Baycats TV.
Left fielder number 35, Malik
Collymore and J.D. Williams and Ethan Hammond due up 4, 5, and 6 for the Royals here in the 8th inning, and they will face Baycats right-hander Chris Cox. Cox's first pitch is low, ball 1.
Chris Cox will make his 5th appearance of the year. He pitched last on Thursday against the Guelph Royals. He comes in with an 0-1 record, a 7.36 ERA. Only 3 2/3 innings so far this year, but looks like another arm that Josh Matlow might want to utilize more down the stretch.
34-year-old native of St. George. This is his 3rd stop in the IBL after logging time with the Brantford Red Sox and the Toronto Maple Leafs before that. Pitch. Ball 4. Collymore draws a walk. He's aboard for the 3rd time today, and J.D. Williams will come to the plate.
Center fielder number 9, J.D. Williams.
This game today, kind of a bonus game for fans here in Barrie this weekend. They had last night's game to enjoy against the London Majors, and it's very rare that the Baycats would have 2 home games in 2 days, but this popped up on the remake schedule after the Baycats and the Royals were rained out on July 6th. This Sunday afternoon was agreed upon as the rescheduled date for this game, so a bit of a lighter crowd than usual, but fans that were able to see it on the website and figure out that there was a game here today. A good number of them showed up for it. That's a high pop-up. Backpedaling is the second baseman. And the catch is made by Owen Jansen. Jansen taking over for Adam Odd, who's over at third base now. 1 out in the inning.
Right fielder number 28, Ethan Hammond.
It's definitely a quieter crowd than usual, too. I don't know. I kind of feel like I'm announcing golf today.
Yeah, I mean, I agree too, but I think it was because of last night. The crowd was extremely active. There was, I would say, probably a full house here. There was a lot of people.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but the evening crowds are definitely more boisterous than the afternoon crowds. At least here at Vintage Throne Stadium, yes. That is the case. Yeah, I think when you got a sunny afternoon like this, people just like to sit in silence and bask in the sun and just sort of take it in. 2-0 the count. Hammond today 0 for 2 with a walk. And it's a strike. 2-1. Josh Cote at first base holding on Malik Collymore. 85 miles per hour and a strike. It's 2-2.
A quick runner, but modest lead.
Hammond hits this one a long way to left center field, and it's up and it's off the wall. It's picked up by the left fielder Brad McQuinn, fires it in. And staying at third is Malik Collymore, so 2 on for the Royals now with 1 out. A long double off the bat of Ethan Hammond. And Noah Roberts will come to bat.
Brad McQuinn got turned around by that one a little bit in left field. Got it off the wall, but him able to get the ball in quickly back in the infield probably prevented that run from scoring.
Let's run through the defense again because there's been so many changes, especially for those just joining us. McQuinn, Ejo, and Anderson now the outfield left to right. Adam Ott at third, Burns remains at short, Jansen at second, Cote at first. Tyler Plumpton catching right-hander Chris Cox. Couple of veterans here in this Baycat battery. Here's the pitch from Cox. 85 miles per hour, and he just missed. 2-0. All but 2 Royals have reached base safely at least once today. Morrow and Garton / Chiquetto in that number 3 spot. So 3 Royals, I guess, including Chiquetto. Pitch from Cox. Ball 4. It's inside, and the inning continues. Darius Barless now with the bases loaded.
The designated hitter number 4.
You can see a mound visit here from Andrew White. There is some activity in the Baycats bullpen.
Former Baycat here with a chance to put his club, the Guelph Royals, right back in this ball game with 1 swing of the bat. Tying run now on deck.
2 arms up in the Barrie bullpen. Brendan Hillier's up, as well as Christian Mullen. Saw him warming up yesterday. He's back in uniform. He hasn't pitched since the beginning of the year. He was taken out of the game due to injury.
So Andrew White has had his say. Plumpton back behind the plate.
Imagine that mound visit, just giving the bullpen a little bit extra time in case Cox can't get out of this inning, but double play is a possibility here.
Tying run on deck. This is now a safe situation for Chris Cox. 8-3 the score. Barless ahead in the count, 1-0. Nowhere to put him. Cox is going to have to throw strikes. And Barless hits this one to center field. Canisijo to his right, ranging over, calls for it, makes the catch. Runner tags. Ejo fires it in. And in to score is Malik Collymore to make it an 8-4 ball game.
Royals trying to chip away as much as they can in this 8th inning. That sacrifice fly by Barless. Now a 4-run game. Tying run still on deck.
Hammond stays at second. Roberts stays at first. Morrow will try to keep the inning alive now with 2 out. Pitch from Cox, and it's fouled off to the left side. Well, if you're Chris Cox, you'd far rather have a deep fly ball like that stay in the park than something on the ground that might get through the infield and bring home a couple of runs and keep it a 1-out situation. At least the Baycats now with 2 outs, and Cox can just focus at the man at the plate here. Morrow today reached base, but it was on a fielder's choice in the 4th inning. He has 2 strikeouts today as well. Cox to Morrow. Inside and low, 2-1. Reminder, the Baycats are back in action Wednesday against the Toronto Maple Leafs at Christie Pitts. They'll try to keep their unbeaten record against Toronto intact. The Leafs the only team that the Baycats have not lost to so far this season. Three and 1 the count to Morrow. Fouls it back to the screen.
Reynolds will be off here on the pitch, so the full count and 2 out.
Big pitch coming up for Cox here as it's back to the top of the order. Should Morrow be able to keep the inning alive? Fans with the applause. Here's the 3-2, and it's a called strike 3. Morrow frozen on the breaking pitch. 3rd strikeout of the game, and Chris Cox and the Baycats sprint off the field. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning as the Baycats will look to add to an 8-4 lead. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV.
Join us this summer at the Baycats Summer Baseball Camp. See you this summer!
Danielle May Real Estate, supporting the Barrie Baycats and ready to help with all of your real estate questions. What is your home worth? Should you sell now or wait? Danielle is dedicated to your success. The next time you think real estate, think Danielle May. The Collingwood Brewery at 10 Sanford Fleming, producing delicious lagers, ales, and seltzers since 2014. The proud home of the Baycats Brew. Check out their retail shop and tap room and select products at the LCBO, beer store, and grocery stores. Cheers and go Baycats! VMF Sportswear, the official jersey provider of the Barrie Baycats. High-quality, pro-custom uniforms using only the best quality fabrics. Custom apparel, excellent customer service, and community support. VMF Sportswear, Canada's trusted sportswear brand. 2 out, runners lead. There they go. Here's the pitch. This one rocked to right field.
Want to come to a Baycats game? Check out our tickets at barriebaycats.com.
Score at least 2. Tuck is in to score. Rio behind him. BarrieToday.com. Local news, weather, Baycat scores, and more. BarrieToday.com. Your community, your news.
Bottom of the 8th inning at Vintage Throne Stadium. The Baycats lead the Royals 8-4. This 8th inning is brought to you by Expedia Cruises in Barrie. Air, land, and sea vacations.
Burlington's Cal Maves comes to the plate to lead it off for Barrie here in the bottom of the 8th, up by 4. Ben Davy, Julius Hern with you at Vintage Throne Stadium in Springwater Township. Maves in his first season here in Barrie. Looks at a high pitch to get ahead in the count 1-0. Maves hitting .262 this season. 16th game of the year. Hitting in the number 4 spot where Ryan Rio was earlier. Came on as a pinch runner for him in the 6th inning. Mercado's pitch. It's a strike at 85.
Kyle Maves came to the Baycats coming off his senior year at Quinnipiac University, NCAA Division I. This year, in the senior year, he hit .358 with 29 RBI and 30 stolen bases in 58 games for the Bobcats.
Mercado's hitting high 80s here, 87 on that last pitch. Count 3-1 to Maves, and it's a called strike. 3-2. Line down the left field side. It's a fair ball. Maves rounding first. He'll take 2 easily and hold up there. So a double for Kyle Maves. 1 on for Barrie in the 8th.
That was a really impressive hit from Kyle Maves, going the other way right down the line.
First baseman number 5, Josh.
A lot of slice to that hit. Baycats just putting the pressure on the Royals here. Another leadoff base runner and now in scoring position. Josh Cote coming up for the first time.
For Maves, his second double of the season. And Josh Cote now hitting a Malik Williams spot. First pitch fastball is low. Williams today reached base all 4 times. 2 walks, 1 intentional, singled, and was hit by a pitch. Another productive day at the plate for Malik Williams, who continues his hot tear since joining the Barrie Baycats. Third baseman Adam Ott on deck. Pitch to Cote. High and in, backs him off the plate, 2-1.
Cote comes into this game hitting .311 on the year through 27 games. He has 4 doubles and 4 home runs on the year with 19 RBI. He's a strong contender for IBL Rookie of the Year.
Here's the pitch. On the ground. Taken by the shortstop. Morrow to first. Tag applied. And out at first is Josh Cote. Down to third goes Maves. 1 out, 1 on. Here's Adam Ott. And here's Dino Ramel.
Third baseman number 26, Adam Ott.
The conference on the mound. Mercado has thrown 16 strikes, 26 pitches. And it looks like a pitching change as Ramel has the hook in his hand and now the baseball. So we'll take a break as the Royals go to the bullpen once again here, and the Baycats on top 8-4 in the bottom of the 8th inning. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie. Bottom of the 8th inning here with the Baycats looking to add to an 8-4 lead, and it's Darius Barless, the former Baycat, on to take the ball. The fourth pitcher of the afternoon for the Guelph Royals.
This looks to be the first appearance on the mound for Barless, the former Baycat.
Yeah, I thought he had come on and had some pitching experience previous to this. I could be wrong, though. We don't have any pitching stats for Barless. He was in the game as the DH earlier. So an easy substitution to make. And he will face Adam Odd, who swings and fouls it off near the Barrie dugout for a strike. 1-0 the count. Odd today, 1 for 3 with a walk. Barless, the Orangeville native, lines, fires, 80 miles per hour, and it's fouled off to the left. Barless 6 feet, 180 listed officially on the website. Comes set. Odd waits, here's the pitch, fastball over the mound. And it's through the middle infielders and into center field. Base hit for Adam Odd. Kyle Mave scores Barrie's 9th run of the game.
Second baseman number 14, Owen Jansen.
Owen Jansen comes to the plate for the second time today. Jansen drew a walk in the 6th. Got no further, though, as Tyler Plumpton behind him hit into a 6-4-3 double play. So it's a 9-4 Baycat lead. The Baycats hold on to this lead. They'll move to within 3 games of the Welland Jackfish for first place in the IBL standings. Jansen hits a pop-up to the shortstop. That's Morrow calling for it, and he makes the catch. 2 outs for Tyler Plumpton.
First 2 pitches of the ball game for the Royals were lefties. And the last 2, including Barless here, both right-handers. So Mallow's substitutions kind of playing into the platoon roles in the lineup against these right-handed batters. Excuse me, right-handed pitchers.
First pitch to Tyler Plumpton on the ground, backhanded by Morrow. He goes to second for the force out, and they nab Adam Odd at second base. So the Baycats score another to add to their lead. It's now 9-4 Barrie as we go to the top of the 9th inning. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie.
Premier North Windows and Doors is a proud supporter of the Barrie Baycats, locally owned and operated, and specializing in window replacement and door installation. Simcoe County's #1 choice for windows and doors. Classic Car Wash, customizing your car wash experience using high-quality products. Their team of experts will make sure your car is shining like new when you drive away. Give your car the VIP treatment it deserves at Classic Car Wash in Barrie. The Collingwood Brewery at 10 Sanford Fleming, producing delicious lagers, ales, and seltzers since 2014. The proud home of the Baycats Brew. Check out their retail shop and tap room and select products at the LCBO, beer store, and grocery stores. Cheers and go Baycats!
Hi, I'm Debbie Wilkes, owner of Insightful Living and licensed provider of Brain Echo Technology, which aims to calm and balance the brain. If any of these troublesome things are troubling you, then I'm talking to the appropriate person now.
Top of the ninth inning at Vintage Throne Stadium, and it's brought to you by Expedia Cruises in Barrie. Air, land, and sea vacations.
And we have a situation now with Tyler Plumpton down on all fours at home plate. I did not see what happened. The umpire right on it, though, and Josh Matlow out there along with the Baycat trainer. Something happened. Was the final warm-up toss. Something happened as he got up and he tried to make the throw. And he's hopping on one foot there as he heads off. You can see that left knee. So Tyler Plumpton will leave this ball game, and some changes will happen. Josh Cote was in at first. I would suspect we'll see him come behind the plate here to finish this ninth inning.
Yeah, I see Josh Tibbetts coming out of the dugout to join the rest of the infielders. It looks like Cote is going to take over for Plumpton.
So a delay in the action here, I'm sure, while we wait for a new catcher, presumably Josh Cote, to put the gear on and come behind home plate. But in the meantime, hopefully all is well with Tyler Plumpton. He's missed some time due to injury already this season and really struggling to leave the field there, as you could see. A couple other games around the IBL today as Josh Cote comes out with the gear on. Toronto Maple Leafs 9-5 today over the Hamilton Cardinals at Christie Pitts, and the Cardinals scoring 3 in the top of the ninth to try to make a little bit of noise against the Leafs, but Dustin Richardson coming on in the ninth inning to hold it down for the save. So the Leafs win today. Kitchener and London underway. Hillier has completed his warm-ups, but he's going to have to take a few more here just so Josh Cote can kind of get settled in behind home plate. I'm sure he'll get as many as he needs. That London Kitchener game last we checked still scoreless. That was a late afternoon start today in
Ninth inning of play being brought to you
Kitchener
by
at Jack Couch
Expedia
Park.
Cruises in Barrie, Airland and Sea Vacations. Leading off the ninth for the Guelph Royals, second baseman number 5.
So here we go with the top of the order, and the Royals, Brando LaRue to lead it off against Brandon Hillier.
Brandon Hillier out for the Baycats. He's making his 13th appearance of the season. He has a 2-1 record and a 5.9 ERA.
Fouled over the screen, strike one.
2 saves on the year for Hillier in 10 2/3 innings, 11 strikeouts to 5 walks on the year. Last pitched on Thursday against Guelph.
Behind the bag at first, it'll land in foul territory. So Josh Tibbetts in as a defensive replacement for Josh Cote, who takes over for Tyler Plumpton behind home plate.
Last appearance for Hillier was on Thursday against the Guelph Royals. Pitched 1 inning, gave up 1 hit, had a strikeout.
Oh, 0-2 pitch from Brandon Hillier. High and tight, 1-2. Majors now leading Kitchener 6-0 in that game at Jack Couch. A 6-run third inning for the Majors. And Kitchener still looking for their first hit in that ball game, still in the bottom of the third at Jack Couch Park. Sunday night baseball in Kitchener. Here in Barrie, 9-4, we're in the ninth. Pitch from Hillier, it's on the ground. To the shortstop, Carson Burns makes the throw, and it's in time for the out. Brando LaRue had the afterburners on. Burns made a perfect throw.
And Burns used as much time as he could there with Speedy LaRue.
2, Connor Morrow.
Burns had to have a strong arm to make that throw across and get LaRue in time, and he did.
Morrow has yet to reach base today. He has been retired just about every other possible way. A strikeout, a pop-up, a line drive, and a ground ball. And he skies this one to left center field. Can he see Joe? Sprinting over to his left to make the catch. 2 out in the inning.
First baseman number 44, Michael Chitetto.
And we're told the injury to Tyler Plumpton was his ankle. Able to hardly put any weight on it at all. No weight, actually, as he was helped off the field. Swing and a miss. Mike Chiquetto, the former Baycat. Here's the pitch. It's hit on the ground, foul to the left side. And it's an 0-2 count. Brandon Hillier kicks the dirt. Looking for the third strike here to send this crowd home happy. 0-2, the pitch. Just missed off the plate outside. Hillier came on in relief of Chris Cox. Here's the pitch, and it bounces up to the plate. Count 2-2. 9 runs, 12 hits for the Baycats. 4 on 7 for the Royals. Hillier gets the sign, the leg kick, and the pitch. And that one hit Chiquetto, I believe. Oh, he fouled it. It went off his bat. Could tell that it hit something. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, Chiquetto had no reaction to that, so easy call for a home plate umpire.
Chiquetto waggles the bat. Here's Hillier's 2-2 pitch, and that one did hit him. Hillier was working inside and plugs him on that one, so that will continue the inning. Malik Collymore now for the Royals with 1 on and 2 out of the 9th.
35, Malik Collymore.
First time today Chiquetto's been able to reach.
Collymore has reached base 3 times today. First pitch to him, outside corner. It's a called strike. Collymore has scored 3 runs, reached on an error in the 2nd, singled and scored in the 4th, walked and scored in the 8th. Pitch from Hillier. Just missed outside of the count 1-1. Nine-4 Baycats. We're in the 9th, 2 out. J.D. Williams on deck. Hillier's pitch, swing, and a foul tip for a strike. And the count is 1-2. Hillier gets the baseball, kicks the dirt as Collymore digs in. 9-4 Baycats. We're in the 9th. The 1-2 pitch. Just missed outside, and the count is 2-2.
Couple great takes here from Collymore, trying to extend the inning as much as possible.
The fans behind Brandon Hillier here looking to lock it down in the 9th. Here's the pitch on the way, and it's fouled back to the screen. Great at bat here by Malik Collymore of the Royals as he continues to foul him off. The count now 2 balls, 2 strikes. Brandon Hillier gets the sign and comes set. And the pitch. Outside, and the count is full 3-2.
Great take there from Collymore. Now with the full count here, Chiquetto will be off on the pitch with 2 out.
1 on, 2 out. We're in the 9th. 3-2 the count to Malik Collymore. Brandon Hillier with the pitch. Runner goes, and it's lined to center field for a base hit. Picked up by Kanisi Joe. 2 on with 2 out here on the 9th.
Center fielder number 9, J.D. Williams.
Tying run now on deck here for the Guelph Royals as Josh Cote going out to see Brandon Hillier for a quick mound visit.
Well, that makes it a safe situation, doesn't it? And that was the same case for Chris Cox when he came in the 8th. Didn't want to have the tying run on deck, but such is the case now.
Excuse me, it's a 5-run lead. 9-4 Baycats.
Here's the pitch on the way from Hillier. A little check swing, and it glances off the top of the screen for a strike. Brandon Hillier gets the sign from catcher Josh Cote. J.D. Williams waits for the pitch. He lifts it to left center field, or right center field. And a couple of steps in, and the catch is made by the right fielder for the Barrie Baycats, James Anderson. Baycats win today by a score of 9-4.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 left on base. Final score from Vintage Throne Stadium this afternoon, your Baycats 9 and the visiting Guelph Royals 4.
Fantastic game here for the Barrie Baycats, a huge 9-4 win. They come away in this 4-day stretch with a 3-1 record. After a tough loss against Guelph, they get some vengeance here this Sunday afternoon. They're back on Wednesday against the Maple Leafs at Christie Pitts. Exciting one there.
Good attack by the Baycats this afternoon as they're able to build on their early lead and cruise to a 9-4 victory today over the Royals. Don't forget, we're here Thursday night against the Red Sox and again on Saturday against the Welland Jackfish. Hopefully we'll see you out at the ballpark. If not, we'll have the call for you as always here on Baycats TV. For Julius Hern, I'm Ben Davy. Good afternoon from Vintage Throne Stadium in Springwater.